Okay, so the last time we had finished up our little walkthrough, we had just finished ringing the first bell of awakening, coming back and finishing our upgrade of the Uchigatana. So for now, we are going to go ahead and advance our character to the next stage. So we're going to go take this path back, drop some of these enemies. And like we said previously, these knights, you gotta be careful as you pull them, because you don't want to get too many all at once. This one here might be too many because I've got two now. Depends on how they decide to come at me. But the one thing we're looking for is that these knights too have a high chance of dropping Titanite shards. But they also offer decent amounts of souls. So before we continue, let's go ahead and roll off here. And if we are careful, roll off here, get onto this ledge. And next we need to roll over here, get this key. This part, this little dungeon we're headed towards now, is a little more on the optional side. Oh. That's unfortunate. We're gonna have to get back up there, but first let's just go ahead and check. So we're 1100 short. Probably don't have anything. No. That's okay. We can talk to Petra.
Hello there. I am, if not.
So let's go ahead and finish his dialogue chain.
I have so would.
Just say yes. You can join his covenant.
Now only.
And if he's got a gesture, but here's what we're looking at. If you wanted, the Homeward Miracle here is a good choice. Granted, it costs 8,000 souls, so we're a little short. But the Homeward Miracle will allow us to cast a spell that will act like a Homeward Bone and immediately send us back to the bonfire. So that way you won't have to use an item each time you want to go back. So here we go again. Okay. We will go back up here. Instead of rolling off now that we have the key, now we can just come up and around. Make sure there's no items or anything over here. But we want to go to this nest, and you get the new option to curl up like a ball. Just go ahead and curl up, and wait. Yes, there's the stand up option, but you need to wait. And I'll let this cutscene play. So there you have it. That's how we can find transport back to the original starting area. But as you can see now, there's a couple differences. We now have a couple hollows with torches down there. So this part is optional, but it's also really good to do. Let's go ahead and get that shield back on before they get up here. Okay. Alright. One additional thing this now unlocks access to is over here. This little bird's nest. Once you've met its conditions, you can actually, there'll be Snuggly the Crow will be there, and you can start trading items with him. For now, let's just go ahead and advance through this area. I'm avoiding the center of the room for a reason. Oh. Okay. We will go back to this bonfire. So at least have a bonfire at first. Incidentally, the soul count for each one of those guys isn't half bad, so we'll just go ahead and finish up our next level. Because I think one more time should do it. Okay. Because now we can level up in the tutorial area. So let's go ahead and get some more health. And we are headed back to where we started. Let me double check this shield real quick. It has a strike. Oh. Need to go up and around. And there's a very noticeable difference here. One of the Black Knights is now waiting for us outside of where we used to be. We'll circle strafe, get that backstab. Oh, small corridors. Oh. Fumbled the controls. Ooh. Nope. I chose a bad time to heal. So let's switch this to be the target shield. There we go. That's a little better. As you can see there, we got a red titanite chunk. Those are used for different types of weapon enhancements later. But this little guy is what we're looking for. You get the peculiar doll from the room where you started. The peculiar doll will be used to access one of the game's more interesting optional areas, and my personal favorite little area for farming up souls quickly. Oh, he rolled down from second floor. That's interesting. Well, as you can see now, Oscar's gone a little crazy. He's trying to kill us. There we go. Pick up the item first. So we are still some way away from our level up. We've got 1400 to go. But we did pick up the crest shield, which is an additional shield for us to have, and it's amazing compared to our knight shield we had before. While the knight shield has better fire resistance, this one has great magical resistance and just looks cooler all around, though it's got less color. So let's also see what armaments we have. Oops. Wrong button. So we still don't have much in the way of armor, so we're going to have to keep with our thief set, which is okay. And I realize this little bit right here is a little tedious, but I'm going to quickly that's 2 times. I'm going to quickly kill these guys 7 different rounds so that we can get the souls we need to level up. To me, that's one of the key things that I want to mention, is if you feel like you're close to a level up, go ahead and grind it out a little bit. Because unless you know for certain that you're not too far away from your next destination, you might risk it all on trying to reach somewhere new. Or in our case, I know that our next little target is going to be a boss. That's why we avoided the center of the room. So, since I know there's going to be a boss fight next, I don't want to risk all the souls that we currently have when I would rather have a level up. So, 2 more times it looks like, because I'm just short on the teens. I'd rather not risk 2/3 of a level up when I could have just a touch more health. So let's go ahead and cash in that level up. Get that extra 22 HP. And our shield is not going to do us really any good in this next fight. Let's go ahead to the center of the room. And find the stray demon. It's the same idea as before. Whoa. Except he's got a new AoE blast when he raises. I do not like this positioning. He's too close to the wall for comfort. Because of that right there, which you couldn't see off camera. So case in point, that's why we go ahead and level if we can. Well, let's avoid the distractions. Drop down again. Don't like being in front of him. He's gonna do the raise and drop like his other one did. This fight is probably gonna be the best unlocked with the camera. Raise and drop. Get back around. And yes, this fight you're going to be fighting the camera just as much. So constantly, you want to be behind him. If he raises like that, make sure to get away, because he's going to slam into the ground, and that pink AoE blast can kill you, especially at our health. So every time he turns, get back behind him. Oh, get away. Another AoE blast. He's gonna turn. So run back behind him. Get away, he's doing the blast. This is more a battle of patience, but things can go very wrong in a hurry, especially if you get stuck against the wall like we did. So you want to try to keep him in the center of the room, if possible. Oh. So we're almost there. And there you go. So we'll give a hearty hoorah. Pick up a Titanite slab, which is a nice rare commodity. Those are going to be needed to raise your weapon to its maximum reinforcement. And you don't get many of those per playthrough. I can't remember if it's truly one or not. But now you can see we've picked up 20,000 souls. So well worth it for our little side adventure. We've unlocked access to another optional area. Got 20,000 souls from a relatively simple boss. We got a Titanite slab that we also need for some fantastic reinforcement. Oh, and we picked up the key, so I need to go get the rings. So let's go. How many is that? 4? So we've got 4 level ups in our HP category, gives us almost an extra 100 health. And now we want to avoid the center of the room for obvious reasons. There's a giant gaping hole in the floor. Actually, we can go at this faster. Don't need to... no, we could fight through the night. The night's okay. We've got another knight over here. Get that backstab to start. Camera being crazy on us. Oh. Wink. Oh, I missed. I think red Titanite chunks are used for like fire weapons. So normally Oscar would jump us over here, but it looks like he somehow fell down. Or maybe came down through the unlocked doorway, I'm uncertain. I don't think there's anything else in here. Oh! I forgot all about the rolling ball. Apparently it resets. There we go. Nope. Okay. Let's see if we can only get one of them. One down. Oh. Spear dude. Tap him. And then drop him. Okay. But that key from the top of the roof we picked up opens access here so that we can go finally get this item, the rusted iron ring. That's quite a useful item too. There's nothing over here, I don't think. The rusted iron ring allows us to move at normal pace when standing in water. So that way we won't have to worry about sludgy movement. It's only critical in a couple of parts of the game, but if you don't have it, you're definitely going to miss it. So 5200, that's 3 more times. Let's just go ahead, like we've done previously. Drop 1. Two. Just need one more, I think. Yep. Because we're fine on the short part. Okay, there we go. So we can cash out our souls and pick up 23 more health. So we're starting to get closer to that 1000 HP threshold that I normally like to be at. Oh. Oh. Bounce. Drop. So, I wonder if... Oop, too far. Wonder if Snuggly will actually talk to us now. Well, maybe not yet. I'll need to look up what actually it takes to activate him. Or it. So, curl up like a ball. This time they don't make you wait. So I'll skip the cutscene. So there was the optional area, the return to the Undead Asylum. Oop. There's me almost plummeting to our death. Oh. Just go pick up whatever this item is. Oh, free souls. So, next we will need to advance and gain access to the basement area with the basement key that we picked up. Oop. Excuse me. There's an item over there. I might try to risk it and get it. Ah. Hollow that's throwing fire bombs is going to try to mess us up. Okay. So in order to actually get over there, you got to go from this ledge, do a well-timed jump to get to the other side. And I'm not the best at doing these type of platforming tricks, so hope for the best every time we do it. You're gonna hug this wall. Go get the ring. That is a special ring. It allows you to, while you're wearing it, if you die, you will not lose your souls. You will still go hollow because it's just a regular ring of sacrifice, but you will not lose your souls. So let's go ahead and take care of the rat. Oh. This is always the fun part of Dark Souls. Returning back through areas and feeling like you've actually made the progress. As you can see, we're now just one-shotting these enemies. So our little loop before to earn souls is now ridiculously easy. Got 2 of them, there's 3. Oh. Okay. So now I'm going to use our master key to open this door, because before we advance I want to go down here and face off against using with no Estus in ours, so this will be interesting. We'll forego it for now because we do have 0 Estus. If things don't go our way, we can always come back. There's an enemy NPC that we can fight down there. he will give us access to a very important item for managing our gear weight. So let's continue down this path. Okay. Because now we should be able to open this door using the basement key. We'll drop down this very long ladder. And you want to turn here. And open this doorway. So now we've opened access back up. Oh, one of the hollows wants to come play. So now we've gained access back to this bonfire. So we are going to advance back down through the door that we've now unlocked. And here you've got to be careful. There are some dogs that will come chase you. Oh. Oh. So we'll drop the dogs. Over here, there's an item that we can take advantage of. Got some more torch carrying hollows. But we can pick up a twin humanity. Difference between the single humanity and the twin humanity.
Somebody, anybody, help! Damn, I'm fit. How did this ever happen?
Is you'll actually get two.
Brilliant. You opened the door for me. I am Griggs of Vinheim, a source. I am much obliged thanks to you. I'm in a... Oh, hello. I'm fine. I have most... Beside.
So we'll roll through over here, drop this guy, so we can get the sorcerer set. Now here we have to be a little careful, because a couple of these doors actually have people hiding behind them. See if I can tap. Like that there. There was an enemy hiding behind the door. Technically I thrust my weapon through the door and was able to hit him. But as you can see, there's one hiding there, but we can't quite reach him. Oh, there we go. Because as soon as we get here, they kick open the doors. These guys, got to be a little more careful against. They will cause bleed. They're also decently fast, and they're capable of parrying you. So you got to watch it against them. And in that case, they would have had a 3-on-1 encounter. There's another dog coming up the path here. It's usually safer to wait because there's another set of thief ambushes. So just let the dog come. See if you can lure these guys out to a one-on-one encounter. Oh. There we go, there's one. And that blood loss mechanic is something we're relying on and can be used against us as well. So, gotta tread carefully. There we go. So this next part. Another item over here. Another dog. This next part, we've got to be extremely careful. If you didn't already have the thief set, there you go. But this here is an optional-ish boss. But it's also one of the most stressful, in my opinion, in the game. Reason for that is in the next about 3 seconds to 5 seconds, if you don't gain control of the battle, you can and will get killed quickly. So you've got to be careful in how you enter this room. So we'll just go ahead and prep up for a second, steel our nerves, and then take on the boss. See if we have anything to help. We could use a gold pine resin, but there's not really much of a point. Our weapon is upgraded to its max potential. Our health is at a decent level. It's those dogs that can get you killed. So you want to kill the dogs ASAP. Because the Capra Demon is the actual fight. Oh, he's going to let us heal. Not right now. So I'm going to head back up here, get a good chance to heal. And if you let him drop, you can get a plummet attack on him. You can't block that two-handed, so the only thing you can do is roll around it. So we've mostly killed him. Oh. There we go. That gave us the key to the depths that we needed. Drink some more of our magic orange juice. Or Sunny D. Heal up, and let's press on. Now here, we've got an enemy up ahead, and if you rush him, you're going to find yourself outnumbered. There's an enemy lying in wait just around the left-hand side here. Let's go ahead and drop him. Oh. Okay. If we curl around here, we'll gain access to a couple different paths. This one here is what we want to do first. There's a hollow up top. He's shooting at you with an arrow, but as long as you keep moving, it doesn't actually pose a threat. This is what you want here. Here's one of the merchants.
Then why won't you buy some? I need your soul.
This one here sells a few very critical items. First and foremost, this is your first chance to get the items that'll cure up poison. The toxin item here, the purple moss clump, can be critical in the Blight Town later, but the transient curse as well, and additionally the purging stone. If you end up getting yourself cursed, or you need to apply a curse to your weapon so that you can allow engagement, as it says, with ghosts, which is something we're going to need later. However, this long sprint is only necessary once. We can finally open that gate. So, with a single Estus flask, I'm going to go ahead and head back. Nope. Aye, aye, aye. Trying not to let gravity get us killed, and we're going to get cut to ribbons. Okay. So now Griggs will stay over here. Go talk to him.
I regret me. At least we incident. You're clearly tapped. Of course, we will. I am pleased. Well then.
And you can start learning some souls based magic weapons. So there's a couple of awesome spells he can teach.
Do stay safe.
We almost have our next level up. So let's see if we have an item. We do. That's 200. I don't think that's enough. Oops. Try that again. We need like 41 more. So the other item should do it. Okay. So let's level up. So we're at almost 800 HP. Definitely starting to get there. But we're going to press on. I'll just sprint past the enemies here. Oh. With that nice new shortcut we've unlocked. Oh. By the way, if you're curious about that NPC encounter that we didn't take on just yet, we'll actually get another chance here in a minute. There's 2 ways to enter that room. I'm actually going the wrong way. I need to go this way. There's 2 ways to enter that room. We were entering from the top. There's an entrance from the bottom. We'll take care of it from the bottom. As you saw there, I rounded the corner quickly because that hollow will chase us as soon as we start to come down the stairs. There's one right here. You might want to get the drop on. Go ahead and drop these guys. There's one hiding. Oop. Taking a lot of damage. There's one hiding behind this column here. Okay, this part we need to be a little bit careful. Got some dogs. But these dogs have a little bit more health. As you can see, we didn't quite drop them in one hit. There's another one up ahead. So let's see if we can equip a bow. Do we have a bow? We have a crossbow. It's not quite the same because we can't quite lock onto them just yet. Now we can. So let's go ahead and get our crossbow. Put on our bolts. Oh. I'm just gonna accidentally fall down the ledge here where there's more dogs. So, not that big of a concern. There's the staircase back up here. Just gonna get my shoes all wet. Okay, he started to come. Or she. I don't actually know. Ow. Got a fight here against the butcher. Trying to just get the camera in a better spot. Those backstabs. Okay. the large ember we just picked up should allow us, once we get back to Andre, that should allow us to start taking advantage of upgrades further. So in here, we've got another guy trapped in the barrels. Okay.
Oh, the big beanie and alive. Thank you. I am Laurentius. Oh, not forget. Oh, hello.
So we'll leave him be for now. He'll find his way back to Firelink Shrine as well. Here, I'm going to pan around because there's another enemy that's going to drop in. We're going to get ourselves killed. That is most unfortunate. So now we're going to have to backtrack from Firelink Shrine. I can at least showcase Laurentius is going to sit over there, so we can talk to him.
Well, I see you made it. Yeah, I have my pyromancy. Oh yeah, I think you have a knack for it all. I'll be pleased to help. Unless you find the magic's unsavory. Oh really? But I'm on the tiny.
That's one of those where it's like, do you find them unsavory? Is that the question, or is the question that you want?
I'm pleased to see. Oh, and I'll be pleased to. Yeah, wonderful.
So, I always get confused by that one.
Great swamp. Now you're a fully fledged. Right, let's get started.
So, you can upgrade your pyromancy flame to make your pyromancy spells a little harder, more powerful. You can also purchase some pyromancies from him.
Be safe, friend.
But if we do that path, we'll do it a little later. There's no reason to do it right now. So let's go ahead and blitz past these enemies. Let's get ourselves killed. Okay, so we'll head back into the depths here in a second. Okay. Now the butcher enemy is not going to respawn. So that's pleasant. Okay, and now we're back. This would actually be a good area to take advantage of our rusted iron ring. As you can see, we can now move a bit more freely in the water. The sword is so tall I keep hitting it on the wood. So we'll go ahead and heal up. Get our souls. Wait for the drop. Get that backstab. So now we won't need to worry about that enemy as well. And if you're wanting to cosplay, now we can get the sack. Here we need to be careful. There's enemies on the roof that look like that little slime moving thing. They will drop down and cause you quite a bit of harm. So walk to the side and they won't drop on your head. This hallway is filled with them. As you can see, we don't do nearly the amount of damage that we do to other enemies. So it's 19 single-handed, 23 double. Okay, so now we've carved our way through those guys. This door here, unfortunately, if you don't have the master key, you can't actually gain access to it. But because we do, one of the key benefits is we don't have to run through a good portion of the dungeon to get to this critical bonfire. So I'm going to go ahead, reverse hollowing, because this is another important bonfire. We're going to go ahead and kindle it. And for now, we're going to go ahead and say our farewells. Today's episode was just a little bit shorter, but next time we come back, we'll clear our way through the rest of the depths and take on a very, very iconic dragon of the Dark Souls series. So, some fun to look forward to in the next episode. So, for now, let's say our farewells. Until next time, have a good one. Bye.